don't want it to fall badly on him and like have him on the back pages and everyone getting onto him saying that he could have done more and he should have done this. Like, if you can't understand that the player's exhausted, then I don't know what football he's been watching throughout the whole season because he's played a lot of games,
Yeah,
and I think how many games did he miss this season? What, three or four? From
something like
slight
that. Yeah,
injuries. So
yeah.
to go into this tournament,
The thing is, um, I mean, I'm starting Cole Palmer every day of the week on the right hand side against other than Saka. You know, Saka doesn't start for me in England, just like Benham doesn't start. And I said this at the start of the tournament, and people were trying to get onto me saying, "How can you not start Saka and Benham?" And it's like because the style of players that these two guys are, they're better suited to being impact players. You know what I mean? Man United had the same thing in Garnacho and Ireland. They're impact players. They're not starters. You know what I mean? You need to be starting with technically competent players because if you get a foothold in the game, yeah, um, it's going to come from the technical players in terms of being able to keep the ball. You know what I mean? Whereas if you look at Spain, Spain's a prime example. Yeah, they've got possibly what one player, maybe two at a push in that lineup that are not as effective as the others in terms of keeping the ball. And that's Nico Williams. And then at a push, you'll say Morata. If you look at Pedri, Fabian Ruiz, Busquets, Lamine Yamal, Cucurella, Danny Carvajal, the centre backs, Laporte and Robin Lenormand, and even the keeper, Unai Simon, yeah, these guys all want to keep the ball, you know? So if you have a team like that and then you have like other players that are more effective without the ball, there's a good balance there, you know? But if you look at England, yeah, England's culture is all wrong. And you said obviously from the grassroots level, yeah, England's culture is all wrong because they want to play with the majority of their players that are just runners. You know what I mean? Off the ball. The only technical player in that team that starts for England, you would say, um, from the attacking in an attacking sense, is probably well that can obviously dribble through the lines and that as well. Is Phil Foden? I mean,
mm.
Harry Kane as well, but Harry Kane's legs are gone. You know what I mean? But if you look at Saka, Bellingham, um, Declan Rice, Gallagher if he plays, even you got Anthony Gordon in the squad as well. They're all runners. You know what I mean? And you can't do anything if you have a team specifically based on that. You know what I mean? And
Well,
that's why
you
likes
can
of
depending on the formation that you play. I
well,
feel
well,
you
yeah,
can
depending
get
on
the
the
best out of
formation.
them.
But the thing is, you need to have technically competent players as the majority of your players in your team. Because if you look at all the top teams in the competition, you go through Germany. Germany got a midfield of Kimmich, Musiala, and Gundogan. Or if you want to throw Andrich in there, Florian Wirtz, even Kai Havertz. These guys are all conducive to keeping the ball. And then you got Joshua Kimmich at right back, another one. Mittelstadt, left back. You know, they're all players that want to keep the ball. And then you go to France, the same thing. William Saliba, Jules Koundé. Obviously, these guys are slightly more athletes, but they competent in keeping the ball. Teo Hernandez, you know, even if they were to play a Camavinga, Chouameni, Anton Griezmann, Rabiot, Kante's more of a runner. You know what I mean? Um, Obviously, got Mbappe, but they've got a good mixture, France, because they've got a mixture of athletes and players that keep the ball, which is
Yeah.
what it should be. But England's team are majority runners, which is why the likes of Bellingham are being made head of the team because the culture in this country. Like how if you're a manager, yeah, how you can revolve your team around Jude Bellingham is laughable because you look at the skill set of this guy and he's playing. As I said to you before, you probably get bored of hearing me say it. He's playing in a position, yeah, which is crucial in the team. He's playing as a number 10, which is meant to link midfield to attack, yeah,
Yeah.
and he hasn't got the ability to be doing them. Foden has. Bellingham is just a powerful runner with the ball, and he's not someone that should be playing in that position. That's just obvious. But this manager can't see that, you know. And I see something as well saying that they might actually drop Bellingham for next game, which ain't gonna happen.
No,
But
it's not gonna happen.
for me, I'll drop him all day long because he's not that. He ain't the guy that they think he is. That, put it that way. You know what I mean? And the quicker these people realize that, the better.
I wouldn't drop him, but I'd move him into. I'll put him back in centre mid. I'd put him back in centre mid and put Foden there, or put Eze there. Put
Yeah,
someone
but
that's actually gonna do something. Do you know what I mean?
wait,
I feel like Bellingham is a lot more comfortable in the centre mid role than he is at number 10. I feel like he only got used there for Real Madrid because
it's a
their 10
formation,
was injured. Yeah. And he did
it's a
get a lot of
formation.
goals from that position. But
Yeah.
once he moved back, he looked a better, more complete, a more comfortable player. But, you
But
know,
I'd rather have Kobe Minu playing in the 8 than Drew Benham. Kobe Minu's
but
better on the ball than Benham.
I think the only reason why Kobe Mainoo is not going to start is obviously he's not got the tournament experience.
Yeah, yeah,
Same,
no,
same,
no.
same with Wharton. That's the only reason why they're not starting. Well, Wharton's just he's just there to make up numbers.
He's just there for the entertainment, yeah. But
Yeah,
no, but the thing
he's
is,
not touching pitch.
no, but what I'm trying to say is that he like obviously, yeah, I understand the tournament experience, but for me, if you're bringing these guys, then you have to play them because otherwise,
Yeah,
what's the point of having a squad? You know,
yeah, it goes back to what we said. Like
Benham's played all
you'd be
three
better.
games, yeah, all 3 games, and all 3 games he's been shit. But he's got 1 goal, and that's what people care about. But Kobe Minu playing as a number 8, I'd have him there over Jude Benham any day of the week. I mean, Jude Benham is playing off a reputation, and that's the worst thing you can do when you have an embarrassment of riches in your squad. You know what I mean? You need to just play the correct team, the best balanced team, and most importantly, play players that are in form. Benham hasn't been in form for ages. He's purely playing because of numbers and because he's playing for Real Madrid, and that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we have to wait and see, man. But yeah, let's just have a quick look at the teams for the next round before we wrap. Let's have a quick look. So I think the tie of the round obviously is France and Belgium. Let's have a quick check.
Little rivalry there.
Yeah. Let me just get the list up 1 minute. Right. So we've got. So what we'll do, we'll go through each games. Yeah. So you got Switzerland, Italy playing on Saturday. You know what? I can see. I did say on one of my streams before when I had a stream with one of my guys, Adam, and I did say to him that Italy, yeah, on paper, their team ain't great, but I don't know
They're built
why.
defensively.
I've got a sneaky feeling that they're gonna get quite far. I don't know why, because I think because they're probably more of a team. But if you look at their actual players, I think you're only looking at really Donnarumma in goal, and Nicola Barella probably as the 2 players that you'll say, yeah, like they're Italy's best players.
You
And then
know,
you've got
fancying
other
Chiesa.
players that are up and coming.
You know, fancying Chiesa.
I like Chiesa, but the problem with Chiesa, for me, he's too in and out of games at the moment. You know, I remember when he first come on the scene, like his pace was frightening. You know, obviously he always wants to obviously take on his man, but the problem is I find him too much on the periphery of the game. You know, and that's the problem. I think he'll start with Insigne with Pellegrini on the left, and then Skamaka up top. But I think that Yeah, I mean Switzerland. I think Switzerland have done well in this tournament. And it wouldn't surprise me if Switzerland upset Italy. But I just got a sneaky feeling Italy are gonna get it done. I don't know why. I think that they're one of them teams at the moment in this tournament. You know what I mean?
I feel like it'll be Switzerland that go through.
You think?
hmm I'm
Why,
I'm
why is
banking
that?
on I'm banking on the underdogs. I'm banking on the underdogs. Italy haven't showed me anything.
Yeah.
They haven't shown me anything. Like they'll always be a good defensive unit, but
Mm.
I haven't seen anything that really strikes any sort of fear into my heart. I'm not saying that England would walk over them, but we did beat them
Mm.
last time. I think we beat them 1-0 or 2-1, something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm going with Switzerland. I'm going with Switzerland.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna say Italy. I think Italy might do it. You know, I think I don't know why, but I think Italy just they're gonna be one of them teams that are just gonna fluke their way to some quarter final. I think. You know.
Mm,
So I'm gonna say Italy. Germany, Denmark.
Germany.
Yeah, I'm going Germany. I think against Switzerland, uh, um, I think it was a game where they really qualified, so you can say that they
Yeah,
might have taken their foot off. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But again, they still unbeaten as well, so they still got the job done in the end with a draw. Um, I don't see them. I don't see Denmark causing them too many problems in the attacking sense. And if they
Yeah, I
start like
don't know.
Rasmus Højlund, forget about it because he's probably been arguably the worst striker in the tournament so far. Like, you know, I think I heard something the other day where he's not had a single shot at the Euros in 3 games.
Um,
Not a single shot. Like, yeah. Um, and yeah, he's been poor. Even when he get the ball, when the ball's played into him, it's just too easy to try and take the ball off him. So and the things as well, he's going up against two physical centre backs in Rudiger and Jonathan Tah. And if they play Rasmus Højlund, them two will bully him for sure.
yeah,
They will bully him. You know, they will absolutely bully him because I'm seeing him getting bullied by John Stones, and John Stones ain't physical like that. You know what I mean?
mm,
Whereas
yeah,
Rudiger and Jonathan Tah, they want to be physical with you. So yeah, I can't see nothing but a Germany win. I think Denmark do have some decent players that can cause problems, but yeah, I think Germany for sure, man. They're gonna do it. Um, Obviously England, Slovakia, we've spoken about already. I think Slovakia, I think again more of a team, underdog team. You know, they got Milan Skriniar, who's their captain at PSG. But I mean, you would expect England to win, but
yeah. We'll
again,
scrape it. We'll scrape it. We'll make the job look a lot more harder
harder.
than
Yeah,
it should really be. But
yeah,
I think we'll either scrape a 1-0 win.
yeah. Do you know what? I can see it going extra time.
Yeah, it'll be 1-0. It'll be if we don't score first in the first
Yeah,
half or the second half,
yeah.
then it will be a nervy 1-0. It'll be a
Mhm.
very nervy 1-0.
Yeah. I think extra times. I think Slovakia will sit in, and as we're already seeing against Slovenia, England ain't got a clue when it comes to breaking down teams. So, and I think Slovakia might do the same thing. And then in an attacking sense, Slovakia might cause one or two problems. They got a left
Yeah.
winger. I think his name's Haraslin.
Mm.
Yeah, he's been causing a few teams problems in the tournament so far. So, and he's going to start. So he's going to obviously he'll be up against Carl Walker. You know, and Carl Walker hasn't been that great. So we have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Spain, Georgia. I think you know what? Yeah, having watched Georgia
It's a
against
techie one.
yeah, having watched Georgia against Portugal. Yeah, is it the guy that's called the penalty? I think it's Mika Tauza. I think his name was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He was causing Portugal all sorts of problems. Like he was just getting the
All game,
ball.
all night.
Yeah, he was holding it up. Like he was just nuts in a few of them. You know, he looks like he's got an eye for a pass as well. And obviously you got Kvaratskhelia as well, who's their best player. And